as I said in my post-fight about Kell Brook, I don't think that Kell Brook should fight Amir Khan straight away. I really don't. I think he's made his first defence. He won the title against Porter. He's made his first defence against Jojo Dan. I think he really does need to fight an elite top 10 fighter and not Amir Khan. I think he should fight possibly now, because I don't think the Khan fight is going to happen. Potentially, Marquez would be a good fight. In between, I think Marquez would be probably the best fight he could have now. Outside Marquez, you've got Brandon Rios, another interesting fight. Personally, I'd like to see Kell Brook fight Timothy Bradley, and I'll tell you why. Because Kell Brook has fought already a busy fighter who throws lots of punches and swarms you, which is Sean Porter. Now, Sean Porter, you could say, hits harder than Timothy Bradley. But Bradley has got a big name now since he beat Provodnikov. His rise, he's been a champion at 2 different weights. He is a top 10 welterweight fighter. Brook is bigger, stronger at the weight. And I think he stands a very good chance of really having the power to slow Bradley down. I'm not saying he can stop Bradley now, but what I'm saying is Brook hits hard enough to keep Bradley off him, I think. And physical size and power, I think Brook stands a good chance in this fight. Then I will take a fight against Amir Khan, because then he's beaten somebody in the top 10 outside of Sean Porter. And because the Jojo Dan fight, let's be honest, we all knew who'd get through the Jojo Dan. Let's see him fight somebody else in the top 10. Because apart from Jojo Dan, if you look back at Brook's career, he hasn't really fought anybody of real note. And the Carson Jones fight still leaves people lingering and thinking, even though he blew away Carson Jones in the second fight and beat a light middleweight, we'll still like to see what he can do at the welterweight division. So here's another one. Marquez, who I think is too small as a welterweight, to be honest with you. Brandon Rios, no thank you. Don't want to see that fight. Timothy Bradley, Devon Alexander, or Chris Algieri. Okay, this is what I think will happen. Brook will fight Marquez. Khan will fight Algieri. And then maybe later on in the year, you'll get Brook, Khan for the just before Christmas. That's what I think will happen. If not Christmas, the new year, Brook, Khan. Because it builds the fight even more up. Because you've then had Brook's made 2 defenses of his world title. Khan's now beating up Algieri. Brook is now beating an experienced fighter in Marquez, who knocked out Manny Pacquiao. And the way they'll sell that fight, I believe, the Brook-Marquez fight is, well, Marquez knocked out Manny Pacquiao. So if Marquez can knock out Manny Pacquiao, and he's gone 12 rounds with Floyd Mayweather, can Brook stop him? That's what they'll say. But what they don't take into consideration is that Brook is a lot bigger welterweight than Mayweather or Pacquiao. So those are just my thoughts about it. I don't think Keith Thurman comes into the mix at all. Let me know your thoughts. I'm out.